We welcome everyone. Uh, I need to read this word before we have the invocation. By the way, Camille Jensen has accepted the invitation uh, to do the opening prayer, but hopefully this is the last time we hear this. It may not be until after Memorial Day, however. To minimize the potential spread of COVID-19, and as authorized by Utah Governor Gary Herbert's March 18, 2020 executive order, now therefore I, Mickey Cochran, as chairman of the Orem City Planning Commission, make the following determinations. Under current conditions, conducting an Orem City Planning Commission meeting with an anchor location presents a substantial risk to the health and safety of those who may be present at the anchor location. This determination is based on the facts that one, COVID-19 is a worldwide pandemic threatening the health and safety of the residents of Orem. Two, the state of Utah has determined that people should maintain social distancing of at least 6 feet to help mitigate the spread of COVID-19. And three, the city of Orem cannot maintain appropriate social distancing if planning commission members and or the public convene at the usual anchor location, which is the Orem City Council chambers. Therefore, we're meeting virtually. Well, this meeting also may be viewed at orem.org/meetings or on the Orem City's YouTube channel. Because of the delay in the video broadcasting mainly, we will, before making any motion, or we'll wait at least 90 seconds so that we might allow for public comments to come in any public hearing portion, or for public comments to come in generally. We would ask that if the public have tuned in on the YouTube channel and they have comments about any of the items on tonight's or this afternoon's agenda, that they would make those comments previous to the discussion. But if during the discussion they have some additional concerns or questions, that they make those comments at that time. That way we'll have them in the record early. So, and any of the commission members or anybody else that's participating, including any of the applicants, if they would state their name before commenting or before making or seconding a motion, we would greatly appreciate that. So, Camille, if you will, please provide the invocation and we'll proceed from that point.
Our Heavenly Father, we're so grateful to meet today as Planning Commission members and those here to make decisions for the future of Orem. Please bless us as we make those decisions, and that we will be able to be wise, and that kindness will prevail, and that we will be able to do those things that will help Orem grow and succeed in its objectives. We're grateful for all that we have and that we live in this beautiful city. And we say these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Camille. Again, I appreciate any time that we consider each other friends, and even those whom we have not met previously, you're still current residents of Orem, and as a result, you are our neighbors. And we do follow that admonition to love our neighbors as ourselves. And we would ask you that you might do the same, so that all of our deliberations, comments, or anything else would be courteous and kind. Thank you for that. With that in mind, we'll go ahead and open the meeting for item 3.1. Jake, you're doing this?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Item 3.1 is a plat amendment for the Temp Retail Plaza. I'm sorry here. I need to talk to the microphone. Item 3.1 is a plat amendment for the Temp Retail Plaza. Here's a vicinity map of where this is located. You can see this is a commercial subdivision here near the future Hillcrest Park. Here's an aerial image of the site. Basically what's happening here, currently there are 5 commercial units in this complex. They are commercial condos. The applicant wants to create 4 more by subdividing the existing 5. There's the existing plat for top down. There's the proposed plat. I've highlighted in yellow where they are proposing to put in more walls. Here is the existing side elevations of the project. You can see one big spot here. You can see that there's 5. This is where the proposed walls will go. You can see that for a total of 9. And this is where it's really clear where you can see the 9. We've got 5 units here, 1 in the basement, 2 on the upper floor, 2 on the main floor, subdivided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the main floor, 1, 2, 3 for the top floor, 1 for the basement. This is a street view of the existing property and another street view. This one's from State Street. We recommend that this be approved. Happy to answer any questions you have.
Does the commission have any questions or comments to make on this particular item? All right. We have no questions or comments, Jake, on this at all.
I think this is a public hearing.
It says that on the agenda, that it is a public hearing. Have
Awesome.
we received, can we go ahead? We'll open the public hearing portion, start the 90-second countdown. And do we have any comments that have come in concerning this previous to tonight's meeting?
No, we have not had any.
Okay. So because we have no questions or comments, this is going to be an interesting 90 seconds, I am sure. Is the applicant with us? Martin, are you there? So we have no applicant represented tonight.
I think Roger Dudley would
Oh,
have this
okay.
project. If you had any questions, I could be wrong. I don't want to
Roger, are you with us? There he is. He's Brett Tuttle. We can't hear Roger. You're okay, Roger? Just okay.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Did we have any comments that came in?
No comments, Mickey.
No comments, Ryan? That sounds good. Then, without any comments, we'll close the public hearing portion of this agenda item, and we'll turn it back to the commission for a motion. Let me see.
This is Ross. I'll make a motion.
Okay, Ross, go for it.
Okay, I move that the planning commission vacate Temp Retail Plaza condominiums and final plat approval of Temp Retail Plaza condominiums for supplemental located at 1400 South State Street in the HDC zone.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
This is Marisa. I'll second.
Marisa has the second. Let's go to the commission for the vote. Marisa,
Aye.
Carl? Carl, I know
Aye.
you were, okay. Camille,
Aye.
Barry,
Aye.
Haysom? Okay. Ross,
Aye.
Mickey? Aye. So we have six of the six here. That's unanimous. We'll go on to item 3.2 then.
All right. Let me make sure I'm not on mute here because, there we go. Okay, I'm not on mute. All right. Item 3.2 is a preliminary plat application for the Habitat Restore Plat A located at 340 South Orem Boulevard. There is a vicinity map. You can see it's right behind Midtown 360. There's your aerial image. Essentially what's happening here is Artist Corner down here is deeding some property to the Habitat Restore, Habitat for Humanity there. These two properties have not previously been platted before. And when they came in to request for a plat amendment, we determined that they needed to do a preliminary plat and a final plat instead. The property owner to the south here at Artist Corner, he's been nice to the Habitat Restore for years. As you can see, they don't really have a lot of parking. He's been allowing the employees of the Habitat Restore to park in this area here. The purpose of this plat is to transfer that area that is now being parked by Habitat for Humanity employees to become owned by Habitat for Humanity. Parking is a discussion that was significant with this. We determined that the Artist Corner is only required to provide 9 stalls, and they are providing 27 stalls, and that is not including this area here. And normally, Habitat for Humanity would be required to provide 29 stalls. They are only providing 23. We're not requiring them to provide a total of 29 stalls with this plat amendment. They're not required to do that because the existing business here was approved with the 23 stalls. And they are not, that's a grandfathered in use there. They are grandfathered in, is otherwise known as legal non-conforming. They're legal to be there. They can expand here and not meet the 29 stall minimum. They're not becoming more non-conforming. They're becoming closer to the 29 stalls, which is why this would be allowed. They're also not proposing an addition to the building. An addition to the building would definitely require new stalls to be made to meet the requirements, but they're not proposing that addition at all. They're just proposing to add more land. Here is that preliminary plat. All the parking stalls are outlined here. This is the final plat that will be approved after the preliminary plat. This is a street view of that area, focused on that area where the Habitat employees are parking. We recommend that this be approved. If you have any questions, happy to answer them.
There's a question. Where they're parking currently is just a gravel, I went down and looked at it today. I thought it had been paved previously, but it has not. If they were to put parking stalls in that area that is being deeded to them, would they need to resurface and paint in the parking stalls as required by code?
As I understand it, no, they're not required to do that.
Okay. And that was
It would, but it's not required parking right now.
right. Okay. Is the applicant with us, Alan Hill, or somebody representing him with us? Okay, that answers that. Questions from the commission for Jake?
Yeah, this is Ross. I'm confused by the parking counts. How many parking places do they have now, not counting this gravel strip?
23.
So with this addition, they got a ton of parking, right? Looks like you could put 18 cars in there, 15 cars, something.
Yes.
However, the issue here is that they don't have to because they're
Yeah,
not,
they'll have to.
yeah, they're not expanding the building or doing I guess they would have to do a 15%. Is that what we had in the code?
That's for the State Street corridor.
Right.
This commercial site is just outside of that.
Right.
It would be a 10% addition would kick in the new requirements here.
Okay. But as it is, as they're not expanding the business or doing anything else, they can stay with the 23 stalls as legal non-conforming because that's what they were approved for when they first came in here.
Exactly.
Okay. That works.
Jake, this is Camille.
Mhm.
So if they don't expand building, but can they expand? Because I know on one end they have chain link fence that's covered or whatever that they keep supplies and things like that behind. Is that correct? On the one end of it,
Yes. Looks
on
like
the
that.
north side of it, they do that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so is that going to stay there like that and they'll just keep using that and then just they're going to, I mean, what's the reason for that? Is it really just for parking or are they going to do the same thing on the other side and put chain link fence and store more things? That's my question.
For this new area here, it is just for parking.
It's
And
only for parking?
it does not have to be for parking either. They can use it however they legally can.
Yeah, because they legally have sufficient parking stalls as approved when it went in, is my understanding.
So it's possible they'll do the same thing. Maybe I guess the thing is because I live so close to this, I've seen the expansion and how it has grown and how they have, it seems like they're running out of space. So to me, if they are they going to expand off the other end and do the same thing? That's can they legally do that without building a building, but just putting a chain link fence and storing their things outside? They can't.
Things that they can and cannot do with that area. They cannot put outdoor storage there without coming in and requesting for an administrative approval site plan. They would have to show us that they're meeting the requirements for outdoor storage if they choose to do that. So they could in theory meet the requirements for that, but they would have to get some scrutiny from staff before they do that. They can use it for parking now. And those are just some of the basic things that they can do. They can't just put in outdoor storage without getting approval from staff. If they do put in outdoor storage, it's required to be screened from the street. They are required to put in a fence there. In my discussions with both property owners, the issue here is primarily parking. That's their primary desire. And they have no immediate intention to use that for outdoor storage. Long-term, I cannot speak to that. But the immediate need is parking.
Just for information, that north area, they do store things out there, but that's their donation drop-off area. They come in people come in right at the very north end and they drop off, drive through and drop off and then drive out the south end.
Makes sense.
Yeah, there's it's a good service that they do provide.
Yeah.
But
It's going to look really cramped. If they were to put chain link fence around that new area to the south, they'd be hemmed in on both ends. With that little bit of parking they have, that's going to feel really funny if they were to do that.
Yeah.
And they have
staff
been
can't
using this.
reject it if it meets code, right?
I'm sorry?
Staff can't reject it as long as it meets code.
Right. And keep in mind, they have been using this area as their parking for years.
Yes. In
They've-
fact, I've even parked there myself when going down to drop off donations and having to go inside and speak with some of the personnel. Any other questions or comments from the commission? I don't see Mr. Hill on with us at all. So we will go ahead and turn it to the commission for a motion.
This is Marisa. I'll make that.
Thank you, Marisa.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve the preliminary plat of Habitat Restore, Plat A, with 2 lots located generally at 340 South Forum Boulevard in the C2 zone.
We have the motion and I will second that motion. And we will ask for the vote. Marisa,
Aye.
Carl,
Aye.
Camille,
Aye.
Barry,
Aye.
just in case, Hasem. All right. Ross,
Aye.
Mickey, aye. Thank you. Now, Mr. Clark, have any, or shall we do the minutes first?
That is your call.
It is my call. And I say we go ahead and approve the minutes. Are there any questions or comments from the commission about the minutes? Then without any questions or comments, I will move that we accept the minutes from our April 7th, 2021 Planning Commission meeting as they currently exist. Can we get a second, please?
This is Barry. I'll second.
Thanks, Barry. So, Marisa? Aye or no?
Aye.
Okay. Carl?
Aye.
Camille?
Aye.
Barry?
Aye.
Ross?
Aye.
Mickey? Aye. Okay. Now, Mr. Clark, please.
Yes. So with sadness, I wish Camille good luck. She's going to be leaving our planning commission. I don't know if any of you are aware of that, but we appreciate her serving on the commission and giving her input and always having a smiling face when she joins us. So we will miss you, Camille.
I'm not getting those dark chocolate covered mangoes for you this year then.
Those are my favorite. Yes. Thank you. This has been a wonderful experience. I wish I could stay. We're moving out of this city, so I can't stay. Feel bad. So, but it's been wonderful. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you. Mr. Clark,
That's all I have, Mickey.
that's it?
That's it.
Then, let's turn the last motion over to Camille then.
I have a motion to end the meeting. Is that what I'm supposed to say?
To adjourn the meeting.
Oh, to adjourn the meeting. Yes,
Yes.
that's what I need to do.
And have we a second?
I will thank Camille and second that.
And we all thank Camille and all in favor of adjourning this meeting. Marisa,
Aye. Thank you, Camille.
Carl,
Aye.
Camille,
Hi.
and would you like to thank yourself?
I'll thank myself. I'll thank everyone else.
Barry,
Aye.
Ross,
Aye. And thank you, Camille.
Yes, thank you.
and Mickey, aye, and doggone it, no more meetings. Thank you. And thank all of you, actually, everyone here, Sam, you too, even though you were awfully silent on this particular meeting. So we are adjourned until that first Planning Commission meeting in May.
Okay.
Thank you all.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Yeah.
you.